This is a piece that I just found on my shelf over there that I cut one time. Still has all the mill scale, a little bit of rust now. This is vinegar overnight. That's just surface rust. That'll wipe right off of there. Same with this one. This is the muriatic acid, and then this is another one that was in vinegar, and I just sanded it with 220 grit with an orbital sander, just a couple of times up and down, and that's how it turned out. So okay, I was dreading this, but I have just discovered today, while I was looking on, actually I was looking up sandblasters and how to get rid of the meal scale on here. I didn't know this, but if you're in a hurry, muriatic acid takes about 15 minutes. Really, I think you can even use some of the Drano and some of that stuff as long as it has some sort of acid. But the other way is the vinegar. You just have to have basically overnight. It takes about, well, this one's been in there, I don't know, 5 hours or so. And as you can see already, all of that's coming off. That one's almost clean, and all I've done is swirl it a little bit. I did see one guy take a Scotch-Brite and just take it outside, put it on a sawhorse, and rinsed it off with a Scotch-Brite, and it came off nice and clean. And this is one of the things that I have been dreading, because I like the bare metal look, right? And I have been grinding and flap wheel and changing them out, hours upon hours that I have wasted doing that because I didn't know this trick. And I'll show you how that works, and then all I need to do is clear coat them, and I'm ready to put them on the frames. So I think I have finally discovered, wish I would have seen these videos years ago, because I have done so much grinding, and I'm gonna hook me up. I still haven't even gotten to my welding cart, but I'm going to try it out on there. I've got a bunch of that square tube. I cut it up dang near, probably almost a year ago. I cut it all up into pieces and was gonna make my welding cart to hold all 4 of our welders, but it's still just sitting on the floor over there. So I'm gonna find me like a Christmas paper roll holder. I don't know how to say that fast, but they sell them at Walmart too. They're just long little plastic tubs, and I'm gonna get me one of those because I think the longest piece I have is maybe 4 feet, maybe. So, well, it might not even be that long. Anyway, I'll measure the longest piece I have and see if I can find something. If not, I'll do half of it at once and flip it around, do the other half, and do it some way like that. But I'll try it out. So anyway, I'll show you the vinegar on this in the morning, how it looks. I'll probably do a couple of these overnight in the vinegar, and ever how many I can get in the acid for tonight, so I can get the first batch off of the table, and we'll see how fast it goes. I think it's only take about 15 minutes. She's bringing the acid right now, and we'll try that next. Well, I may only be able to get 2 or 3 in there at a time. And my driveway's not completely level. Yeah, there we go. I think I can get 4 in there easily. Alright, so let's wait 15 minutes and we'll see what happens. Okay, it's been, I think, 15 minutes or so, maybe 20. I covered it up because my stupid cat was coming over here wanting to investigate, and I wanted to go in for a few minutes. And so I've got a bucket of water here and some old, needle nose. That one went in all the way. Although I did already grind on them some, so that's kind of going to be a bad thing, because it won't match. I can't really tell. We'll leave them in there a little longer. Well, I was just about to give up I'd run to the dollar store and get a bunch of vinegar, throw it in the bucket, and just let them sit overnight, which I'm probably going to do anyway because I still got those 3 and then another 7, 6, something like that. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I've only got 4 in there. 5, 6, yeah, so I got 7 more sitting in there that I'm going to need to do. And I don't want to sit out. This seems to, it's because we got this green kind and not the regular. That was the only one she could find at Lowe's. And it's been in here almost 30 minutes now. And it's finally starting to work. So, I don't know. Maybe it's the green, maybe it's not. And that's just me. But if you have time, like I said, just use the vinegar. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go dump my, well, I got my bucket of water to dip these in for the 4. But I don't want to wait another batch of, well, that'd be 3 more batches, right? So that'd be another hour and a half when I can just dump them all in there with a 5-minute trip to Dollar General right up the store, right there at the entrance of the neighborhood, and get 3 gallons of vinegar, throw it in there, and let it sit all night. But it does work, and it's there. You can see now those 2 little spots, right? I think you can see there's one right there and one right there. And when I pull it up a little bit, you'll be able to see them. When I flipped it over, those 2 spots were still on there, but they're just about gone now. So I'm going to go ahead and take them out and put them in the water. All right, I'm back. And like I said, I'm going to go ahead and try the vinegar overnight because I'm just not going to stand there for all this. This is what they came out like, and I actually like that look. I'm going to take a couple pictures on the frames and see if they match well enough. If not, I'll just take the sander tomorrow with some fine grade, like some 200 something, 220 or something like that, and sand off that surface rust, spray them real quick. But for the sake of time, I went and picked me up some vinegar. I got me 4 gallons, and it's probably only $1 more than 1 gallon of the acid. So this, you know, like I said, it's all about time, right? So this did work. Still some right here on this one. So I don't know. I'll probably just throw them all in the bucket since I've got 4 gallons. And then I can return this to the pantry. So anyway, we're just going to put it all in here and pour our 4 gallons in. And put a lid on it for the night. And go to bed because it's 9:30 and it's time to call it a night and start again tomorrow. Okay, I've got them all in there. I left one out just to compare when I get done tomorrow, but I just wanted to do those 2, or I guess those 3 over, just to make sure that I got everything off, and then we'll compare it to this one tomorrow. Let's see what kind of result we got with the vinegar. That's still hot. Alright, this is kind of interesting. I don't know if you can see that real good because of the glare of the light, but you can see all the mill scale floating around and kind of just lifted off like flakes on the ones on the side of the bucket there. These 2 were the ones that were done in the acid right there, so they kind of still look smooth, but those over there, there's a good view of it right there. As you can see, it's all flaking off. So I think with the vinegar you do have to kind of rub it and clean it off a little bit, but if it works and all you gotta do is let it sit in there overnight, I'm all for that. That would be a whole lot easier for me. Throw it in a bucket, go to bed, put my lid on top of this, and I'll be good for the next time. The vinegar is a success also. It's totally up to you which one you want. I'll probably keep my gallon of this in case I have something small that I can just put in a container and I need to do pretty quickly. You know, like I said, it took about 30 to, probably about 45 minutes for mine. Now we bought the one that said green. The only thing we could see on there that was different was it says it has 90% less fumes. So maybe that's the one to use and just let it sit a little bit longer. It's not quite as nasty for you. Amazing. I don't know how much time I've wasted in the past doing this, and I cannot believe I have not come across one of these videos before. So we'll see. But as always, get outside and always learning something new. So thanks for watching, and we'll catch you in the next video.